So same. Tuple also is collection of group of elements and that enclosed with the normal braces.
Okay.
Within these braces and separated with comma. Okay.
Okay.
Here same like the list tuple, these are all same, but one major difference is there between list and tuple. Okay, so the major difference is list is mutable, I told, right? But the tuple is immutable. Mutable
Okay.
in the sense what I told, we can modify the data, like we can delete the data or we can add the data or we can update the data. But here in tuple you can't perform any of these operations. Once you entered the
Okay.
data, that is fixed, you can't change the data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is
Okay.
tuple, you can't perform these add operations or delete operations or update operations. These and all you can't perform, these three operations you can't perform. That's why tuple is immutable, list is
Okay.
mutable. Okay, so let's see how we can create a tuple or empty tuple, how to create with elements, how to create with a single element normally. Okay, let me tell first. So this is empty tuple. Okay, and if you have multiple data, you can store same any kind of data you can have here. These and all same. The difference is tuple is immutable, we can't modify the data. Okay, even you can create a tuple using this tuple constructor like this. See, you can do in this way as well.
Okay.
So it should be inside braces only. Okay, and even you can pass a list also inside the tuple method. You can give a list also, like this list of values. Then it's going to convert that to tuple only, because here we are using this tuple, right? So if you use this tuple constructor and whatever data you are passing inside square brackets or normal braces, it's going to take that as tuple only. Okay,
Okay.
and here one more difference is there. In list, if you want to have single element, you can do like this.
Yes.
Okay, and if you print L, it will work for you. But if you take for tuple like that, it won't work. In normal braces, one if you do, and if you check the type here, you can check the type. This is tuple, at least only it's gonna give. But here, if you go, if you check the tuple like a type, first let me execute this. This is class list. Let me execute this. This is see integer. It's not considering as tuple. So if you want to have a single element in tuple, after that single element you should give comma. Then only it's going to consider that as tuple. See, now it change it to tuple. Okay. If you need to have a single element in tuple, after that single element you should give comma.
Okay.
Okay. Then only it's going to consider as tuple. Otherwise it will become normal integer type. Or if you give string, it will become string type. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
And let's see. See, Python tuple is a collection of objects separated by commas. Okay, in some ways, a tuple is similar to Python list in terms of indexing, nested objects, and repetition. But the main difference between both is Python tuple is immutable, unlike Python list is mutable. The major difference is mutable and immutable. I hope you understood what is mutable and what is immutable.
I'm done.
Okay, and let's see how we can access tuple element. Same in the how in what way we access the list elements from in a positive index and negative index. Now in the same way we can access here. Okay. Now I want to access same. The index going to starts from 0 and the negative index going to starts from -1. Okay. So I want to access ABC. What is the index of ABC?
1.
Same. That's it. Same. The square bracket for index C. Remember, for index we should use square bracket only. If you run it, it's going to give ABC. And I want to access 50 negative indexing. What is the 50 negative index?
4.
It's negative index I'm asking.
Oh, negative index -2.
It's 50. Same. Positive indexing, negative indexing, both is same. So the positive index going to starts from 0. And for that, 19 index is 0. ABC index is 1. 45.8 index is 2. C index is 3. 50 index is 4. Uh, 70 index is 5. And negative index going to start from -1. So 70 is -1, it is -2, it's -3, it's -4, it's -5, it's -6. This is how we can access the list elements using indexing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to add two tuples together. So this is one list. Okay. And I have one more list. Sorry, one more tuple. See, it won't update in T or T1 as tuple is immutable. It won't update in anything. You should take a new tuple and inside the concatenation operation is plus. Now
What
if
is
you
that?
plus concatenation operation. See, now these two tuples I'm using in, like I kept in T2 in a new tuple and I'm printing. It's not possible to update this all T1 elements in T or all T elements in T1 because of that immutability nature. You can take new tuple and in that new tuple you can do the concatenation. Concatenation nothing but grouping the elements from multiple tuples or multiple lists like that. You can do the same
Oh,
operation on list as well. See, but it will update in like you can update in L itself by using extend. Such a things will work, but on tuple it won't work. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Now I will update L itself. In along with 10, 20, 30, I want ABC. So what I can do? L plus equals to L1. If you print L, see it got updated in L itself because of the mutability nature. You can do this in new list as well. That's not an issue. Okay. You can do in anything.
Mm,
But in tuple, it's not possible to edit the existing tuples. But in list, we can do that.
okay.
What's happened? This is L2. See,
Mm,
this is immutability nature. Tuple is immutability nature. No, that's why. Okay, clear?
okay. Yeah.
And then the nesting we can do. That's not an issue. Inside the tuple, you can have one more tuple. That's nesting of tuple. Okay. Yeah, slicing. Okay, let me tell slicing for you. Yesterday itself we discussed the slicing, right? The same thing applicable here. Now I want to print from 10, sorry, 30, 40 and A. Tell me the slicing. Print.
It should go with the index format 0, 2, 3,
2,
4. 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, end index you have to go with
What is the end index?
4.
I want to print this element as well. The element in fourth index also I want to print.
Then it's 5.
And you no need to give step size. T index. See, 30, 40. So let me explain you the slicing concept one more time. It's going to have start index, then end index, and then step size. Okay, start index, from where you want to start take print the elements, or from where you want to take the elements, that will be the start index. And end index is, so up to what element you want to print, that element index plus 1 will be end index. And finally the step size, so if you won't take any step size, it will be 1. If you give the step size, based on the step size, it will calculate the index and it will fetch the data for you. Okay, here I didn't give step size, and by default the step size is 1. If I give the step size as 2, what it will do? First time the index is T2. Okay, the
Mm.
index is T2. So what is the value I have in 230? Then what it will do, what is the step size I have? It will add that step size to the start index. 2 plus 2. It will become T index 4. And the value is, what is the value I have in fourth index? A. After that, it will become T index 4 plus 2. It is T index 6. But as per our end index is already 5. The end index itself, it won't include. It is greater than the end index, so it won't give you any data. Now the output will become 30 and A. Okay,
Yeah.
then let me explain in the negative way as well. Now I want to print BA40 in reverse order. BA40. So what is my starting index here?
-2.
T index -2. And what is my end index?
-5.
-5. And here, if we won't specify the step size, it will go in wrong way. See, if we
Okay.
execute, it won't give you anything because it will become infinity. Okay, if you won't give the step size, it will be 1, right? -2 plus 1 will become 1, like how it will be now. T index -2. Okay, in next time, it will be T index -2 plus 1. The step index is always plus 1. If you won't specify, it will be always plus 1. So in mathematics, minus plus, if you do minus plus, it is minus. And 2 is a greater value, 1 is smaller value. 2, 1. So it will deduct and the value will become -1. And next time, if you do T index -1 plus 1, it's 0. So all this -1, 0, then it will become T index 1, as a 0 plus 1 will become 1, right?
Mm.
T index 0 plus 1 is 1. So all these values are greater than negative index. Then the
Mm.
condition is not satisfying, it's going infinity. There will be no end index. So it's not giving any output for us.
Yeah.
In such a cases, we should give the index as -1. At this time, what will happen? So in first loop, it is a T index -2. So the value is B. Then T index minus 2 minus 1. So in case of minus minus, the sign will be minus and it's going to add. Okay, if you have plus plus and it's going to do addition. In case of minus minus also it's going to do addition, but the sign will be minus. It will be minus 3. What is the value I have in this minus 3 index? It's a.
Mm.
And then we have t index minus 3 minus 1. Same, the index will be minus 4. What is the value I have in 4? It's 40. And then the value will become t index minus 4 minus 1. It's minus 5. My end index is minus 5, so it won't include end index. So the output is BA4, BA40. See, BA40. This is how
Okay.
slicing going to work. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can delete the entire tuple. Deleting specific element is not possible, but we can delete the entire tuple. Okay, let me show you how we can do that. This is my tuple. I want to delete it. Okay, before deleting, just print T1. Here, what happened? And then delete it. Delete T1. After deleting the T1, if you try to print the tuple, it won't work. It will give you an error. See, because it got deleted from the memory, there is no tuple or no variable with name T1. That's why it showed throw you name error. Okay, it's going to delete permanently from the memory. If you do delete this DELT1, the tuple name, it's going to delete the tuple permanently from the memory. And after deleting the tuple, if you try to print it or if you try to access the tuple name, it's going to throw name error. Okay,
Yeah.
clear?
Okay.
And how we can, same yesterday we did looping, right, on list elements. In the same way we can do. So this is my tool. I want to print one by one element. So for I in t, you can do in this way, and you can print I. If you run, it will print one by one. And
Mm.
if you want to check the length of the tuple, you can use len method. Same, whatever the method we use for list, the same method you can use. So print len of t, it will give you the total number of elements in the tuple. See, I have 7 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it gave me 7.
Yeah.
In one more way, you can do the looping. For I in range, len of t, and you can use the indexing. Print t index I as it's going to take the indexes here, like I value first time it will become 0. So if you do t index 0, it will print 10. Next time, if you own specify the step size in range, the step size is plus 1, so it will do 0 plus 1 1. T index 1 will be 10. Next time 1 plus 1 it will 2. So t index 2 is 30. So in this way it will print. See, 10, 20, 30, 40 ABC. This is how we can loop over tuple. Clear?
Melissa, can I just go? Can
Hmm.
you come again with this 4i in the range? I didn't understand that.
Deepa,
Oh,
didn't I repeat? Didn't I explain this in list concept? The same thing I'm repeating here. Same thing
it
I'm
is.
repeating here. Yes, range going to take always range going to take 3 parameters: start index, end index, step size. It is
Is
similar to slicing. If you won't specify the start index, by default it will be 0. Okay,
mm,
and this length t is the end index. Length t, what it's going to return? It's 7. And now
7.
my start index is 0 and the end index is 7. If I won't specify the step size, it will be 1.
Yeah, default
Okay,
it will be 1.
yeah, first time I value will be 0, so it will go with the t index 0. because in print statement I am doing t index of 5. So what is the value of 5 I have? In first loop it's 0. So it will print 10. Next time I value is already I have 0, and step size if I won't specify the value is 1. So it will do 0 plus 1. What is 0 plus 1? It's 1. Then t index 1. Then what is the value I have in t index 1?
20.
Yeah. Next time I is equals to, I already have 1 in I. 1 plus
Understood.
step size is 1. So it's t index 2. What is the value I have in t index 2? It's 30. In this way it
Understood.
will work.
Understood.
Here, this is index based. Okay. Here it will take directly. First time my value will become 10. Next time my value will become 20. Next time my value will become 30. Next time it is 40. Like that. I'm directly here. We are directly accessing the tuple elements, but here we are using indexing to access the tuple elements. That is the difference here. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
And
Understood.
I already showed you how we can convert a tuple to list or tuple to list. Let me show you. So I have a list. Okay, this is my list, and I want to convert this list to tuple. How we can do? We can use tuple constructor. See, if you pass the list name here, and if you print the t, all the elements in the list will become tuple elements. See, braces are there. If you have braces, it stands for a tuple, right? So it converted. And you have a tuple. Okay. And if you want to convert this tuple to list, you have list constructor. List constructor. And now if you print, the values is stored in the list. See the square bracket. This is
Mm,
how we can convert a list to tuple and vice versa. Okay. To
okay.
convert to tuple, use tuple constructor. To convert to list, use list constructor. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Any doubts here?
No.
I need to give the exercises. I will give. Okay. And yeah, the same exercises you can do, or else like some of the tuple elements you can do those. Just you can do a practice. Meanwhile, I will check the exercises and I will share with you.